The goal of the firm is to allow a singular vehicle for Bitcoin exposure, and the deal values 21 at $3.6 billion. Tether and Bitfinex would hold majority ownership of the firm, while SoftBank Group would take minority ownership. 21 will be led by Strike founder Jack Mallers and plans to launch with holdings of more than 42,000 Bitcoin. All right, let's talk more about the trends in crypto prices for our main story. Yesterday, I spoke with Bellina, CEO of Token Metrics, to learn more about the bearish signals he's seeing in the crypto market despite the recent rally. All right, Ian, well, thank you so much for joining me on Crypto World today. What do you make of Bitcoin's rise lately in the face of a weakening dollar?
Yeah, so earlier this year, crypto has been heavily tied to the macro. And for the last few weeks, we're seeing it to finally decouple from the macro. So we still believe, based on our indicators, that the market is in a bearish trend, although we are seeing a decoupling slowly begin to happen in crypto.
How are institutional investors right now playing the crypto market? Are they seeing it as a hedge against economic risk? I know that we have this debate all the time where, Bitcoin can be a risk asset in the short term, and then longer term, it can still act as that hedge. What are you hearing right now, or what are the investing trends telling you about how the institutions are playing the market?
A good question. I would say both, yes and no. Crypto early on, as mentioned, has been heavily tied to risk assets with stocks, equities, the macro, the tariff wars happening. So it's definitely been heavily affected. That's why there's been a very large correction in crypto. Crypto has been down a lot since the beginning of January. Our signals turned bearish on the market, but crypto typically likes to move first. It's typically a leading indicator to any larger reversal in the markets. So I would say as crypto begins to slowly decouple from the macro, equities could possibly follow crypto.
So we are seeing a bit of that decoupling more and more over the last few trading sessions in stocks. You said that your signals have turned bearish. What would make them turn bullish again?
So our signals are looking at thousands of data points in the market, from market data to on-chain data to social sentiment, and they basically just give you a single grade on the market. And our signals have been bearish since beginning of January, 2 days before Trump's inauguration. We're seeing our indicators begin to slowly rise, but not to a level where we can finally confirm there's an actual reversal in the market. Although we think that's possible, we think the macro would have to slowly kind of cool off in terms of the tariff wars, but we do see a slight increase and decoupling from the equities market.